Alright YouTube dudes, back again. Quick pickups video of stuff I got in the week and stuff I got at the car booth at the weekend. On my previous video I mentioned that I was going to try and get all the games I had for the Master System when I was a kid. I think I only need, looking back I didn't have that many games anyway, but I definitely still need Great Basketball, so if anyone's got that, and Outrun. I want them all boxed and complete if possible, so let me know. So first couple of games I got was My Hero, which is the card version. I got this off Amazon, I think it was 10 quid postage, as you can see the card. But I was a bit annoyed, to be honest, because the advertiser said the box was in good condition. I don't know whether you can see in the middle, just about there, there's a bit of a crack, so I'm not sure. You can see the damage on the outside there, so I'm not sure whether to return that yet, so we'll see how I go out. And the next one's in quite good condition apart from a little chip on the top, and it's Fantasy Zone. That's a great game, I used to love that game. And box complete, really good condition. So that's that. Like I said, if anyone's got Great Basketball, Outrun, and actually if anyone's got one of them rapid fire units, you know, the little rapid fire unit that you plug in, it's got the switch, well, that's well handy for Fantasy Zone. Anyways, moving on to the car boots, I went to one on Saturday. I only got one thing, I don't know what I've done with it, but it was Animal Crossing on the DS, and it was £2, so it wasn't too bad. Sunday I went to a few car boots. First one was an indoor one. I found recently that the prices are going up, but I believe it costs quite a lot now to actually put your own store on. I think it's like £15 now, so people are charging a little bit more. But I'll show you what I got first. I got Mario Kart. It's got that not to be sold separately on it, so don't worry, it must have come with a bundle. Box complete, usual. I think there was points in this. I think there was, yeah. That was £4, which I thought was still quite reasonable anyway. This next lady had a load of Wii games. She said, oh, they were all two. I said, how much are your Wii games? She said, oh, £2 each. Apart from Zelda, which was £5, but still thought £5 was alright. And that's complete, and that did have the points with it, so I'll be using them points. After that, there was this one guy, he had 2 box Mega Drives. One was in pristine condition, so I shouted at him, how much are those, mate? He said, 20 quid. But they've already sold. He said, but I've got a Sega Saturn as well. I said, alright then. He said, if you give us 5 minutes, come back a little bit later on, 5-10 minutes, and I'll dunk it out the car for you, and you can have it. I said, well, how much do you want for it? He said, 20 quid. I said, alright then. I said, does it have any games? He said, I'll throw a couple of games in. I thought, yeah, that's alright, that, isn't it? It's a good deal. So I looked in my wallet and I thought, I haven't got enough money on me, so I thought, well, walk to Cash Point, come back, job's a good one, I'll be able to get, have a look at this Saturn, which he kept calling it a Saturn. I've got a Sega Saturn, Just don't know why he was saying that, but anyway. So I goes back, and as I go back, there's this other guy, and he had boxed, the same fella who was selling a GameCube, the Bongos bundle. Yeah, this fella had a pile of games like that. There was Zelda for the DS, there was a load of GameCube titles, and he was talking to the fella who had the Saturn, and he said, how much do you want for all this? He said, oh, give us 100 quid. It was quite a lot of stuff, and I thought, well, 100 quid, fair enough. But he said, I tell you what, if you throw that Sega Saturn in, I'll give you the 100. And the seller, literally right in front of me, just as I was going over, gave him the box Saturn. So I said to him, I thought you were keeping that for me, mate. And he was like, well, he didn't know what to say, to be honest. So I just went, thanks for that, really appreciate that. Thought you were keeping it for me. I've got another one, I'll bring it next week. And he also said, well, we've got a Nintendo and everything, so I wasn't happy. So I did take some footage, with my little spy camera, but again, it's not turned out very well, to be honest. It's getting the right position to, to film without anyone noticing. So I won't bother. I was going to put the footage on, but I'm not going to bother now. So anyway, after that, I was fed up. I thought, sod it, I think I might just go home, to be honest. But I didn't. I thought, well, I'll go to there was an outdoor one, and in the end, there was about 3 sellers there, there was nothing. So I went back into Liverpool, one in Liverpool by me, which at this time it was quite late. It was like 9 o'clock, but it's just stopped raining, and there was sellers turning up. So first up, I'll show you what I got. I got Warpath Jurassic Park for the PS1. That was £1. So I'm sure they had that at Blackpool. No, it was Godzilla one I was playing. Next up, this guy had a huge bag full of games. He had Xbox 360 and PS2. So the first one I pulled out was PS2 game, Jurassic Park, another Jurassic Park, Operation Genesis, which is a, pretty decent game, and he only wanted £1 for these games, including the Xbox 360 games. So after that, I bought The Godfather for the 360 and some other game, Vampire something, which I haven't got, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. Next stall I went to was a couple of younger, I don't know whether they were young, probably like in the 20s, and they had a load of plush, soft toys and that, which I thought were pretty good. First one was Yoshi, in good condition as well. Next up, Diddy Kong. He needs a little bit of a wash, I think, but good condition. Then there was, I think, is that Knuckles? Yeah, Knuckles. And then there was a little Yoshi. So I said, how much for the lot? She said £4. I thought, it's alright, isn't it? So there was the normal reseller there. He had a load of retro games, and like everyone says, I chat to him. I've got to know him, and we always have a bit of a laugh. How'd you get on and all this, and did you pick anything up this morning? So when I went to see him, I asked him if he had a PS1 Slim power adapter, because on my last video I picked up a PS1 Slim, but without any cables, and he said, oh yeah, I've got one. So he gave me the power cable. He didn't give me it, he said a £5. So I was like, oh alright. So he said, hey, well, have you picked anything up yourself? So I said, actually I've got a couple of Xbox 360 games, The Godfather and that other game, which were only £1. So he said, I tell you what, do us a swap. Well, actually I said to him, I'll swap you them 2 games for that power pack. And he said, well, give us £1 and the games. So I thought, well, if he's selling me that for a £5, you know what I mean, I'm doubling my money on the 2 games that I've got. Not doubling my money, but, using it as trade, really. So I thought, well, yeah, everyone's a winner, So after that, I thought, well, the fella who was selling the PlayStation 2 games and the Xbox games, he had a few more in there that I wasn't too bothered about, but I thought I'll pick them up anyway because they're only £1. The first one was Tenchu Z, and these are all complete. Then there was the Steel Edition, Gold Edition, Bad Company. It's got everything in it, maps, manuals, whatever. And the last one was Hitman Blood Money. But 360 games, you're getting more and more of these at the car boots now because people are getting rid of them, aren't they? They're upgrading. So there's just one more thing that I got at the car boot. This guy had a Game Boy Advance, a purple Game Boy Color, and an original DS. The old, the first ever model. So I said, how much do you want for them each? He said £3. And to be honest, the Game Boy Color was wrecked. The Game Boy Advance was missing the battery cover. And the original DS was a bit battered. But I said, oh, I might be interested in it, and I picked the original DS up. So I picked it up, and he said, let's just have a look at it a minute. So we had a look at it, and I'd already seen that it had games in it already. So he looked at it and he went, took the game out and he went, oh, it's got Mario Kart DS in it. We're looking at a £5 for that. So you know what, I just thought, yeah, I'll get it, because I could see, I don't know whether you can see the light, but there was a blue cartridge at the other end, so I knew there was another game in there, but I didn't get it out because I didn't want him to see that there was another game in it. I just don't think he realised really. So anyway, I bought it, a £5, and as I was walking off, I had a look and it was Pokemon Sapphire, so I thought, it's worth it, isn't it? And to be honest, I mean, it is scratched up and that, but it works fine. Just needs a bit of a clean, as you can see, and the sound on it works. Yeah, no problem. So I didn't realise how big these were, to be honest, because I never had one of these. So that's it. It's coming up unable to load data. That's no good, isn't it? Let's try it again. I think it's alright. I tried it before, it works. See what happens. Mario Kart, yeah, should. Yeah, there we go. It's working now. Typical. Turn it off. So that's it, that's all I got. Car boot wise, there's a big car boot starting on Sunday, which is really local to me, and last year I got quite a lot of good stuff there, but I know there is a reseller that goes, so we'll be racing against to get in before then. So that's it. So thanks for all the new subscribers as well, as I've had a few subscribers. I think I've just hit the 70 mark, which is great. Made up. Don't know why people want to watch, but hey ho. So please comment. I always reply to the comments, and thumbs up the video. See you soon. Bye.